You are watching Fan Facts.
Nick, and this is Fan Facts.
Week 9.
Week 9
edition.
Are you ready? Here we go. Fan fact number 1. The Steelers lost, but the refs helped.
The refs did help, didn't they?
They sure did.
So we have a hard enough time already beating an NFL team, obviously. Oh, and we can't beat an NFL team and the refs.
No. I think that what I learned,
right?
what I learned from this, from the last game against the Jaguars, is like this team is not built to overcome adversity. You know,
True.
as I mentioned in my last episode, Heinz Ward said, sometimes the ball bounces your way, sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't bounce our way, we have no answer for that.
This is true. Somehow, way, shape, or form, this human element error's got to get taken out of it. I don't know how. Suggestions. Send a message.
Yeah.
Something's got to give.
Something, but at the same time, we won last week because of the human
I
element.
don't want to win that way. I don't want
Yeah.
any team to win or lose that way. I want to remove the human element of error. Referees, cool, great, but blatant bad calls, at least 3 or 4.
Yeah.
One cost us 3 points.
Cost us 3 points. That field goal.
It's got to get
Pass interference, that probably gave them the touchdown.
for sure. Kenny Pickett getting slammed to the ground.
And we lost the
broken rib, whatever happened to him, and he's gone now, and no passer, roughing the passer call on him.
So the refs obviously were not the reason we lost, but
They didn't help.
And we don't have an answer. to
It wasn't a
overcome this stuff.
fair
We're just not strong enough
game, and I would have said that if it the other way around either. Like you just don't want to see it like that.
Yeah, it wasn't fair.
Something's not right there.
And we can't overcome it. So
Yeah.
that's the other thing. It's like you learn a little bit more about the team each week, and I think that this week I learned we're just not built to overcome adversity.
Good fan fact. Thank you for sending that in.
Thanks
fan
so
fact
much.
2.
Yeah. Fan fact 2 goes to what you're saying about that Pickett injury. Start Mason over Mitch.
Oh, or anybody got Bubby Brister's phone number? Should we maybe give him a call? So anybody? I don't know if Mason or Mitch is the answer. I think they've both had their shot.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I've met Bubby Brister's parents, and they're really, really nice. They still go to Heinz and watch the games. So
Acrisure.
It's always Heinz for me. Look, my preference is Mason. I've always been a Mason guy.
Yeah, you have.
But I wouldn't mind kicking the tires on Bubby Brister.
Let's go. Hey, Bubby, call the Roonies. Roonies, call Bubby. Something's got to go. I don't have any faith in any of the backups that we have right now, and I'm losing faith a little bit in Kenny.
Understandable.
A little bit. I love you, Kenny, but come on, man.
Speaking of this, let's go right into the offense with fan fact number 3. We got too much Deontay Johnson, not enough Darnell Washington.
Too much Deontay, not enough Darnell.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. People want to see the Darnell.
Two different positions.
Yeah.
Receivers both, but okay, let's see. Deontay's just getting fresh under his legs. He's an undersized receiver. He's got one of the best route runners in the NFL. Obviously, fast, catches the ball usually. That first play from scrimmage just missed his fingertips. He's 5'10". If that's Pickens, that's 6 points. Easy.
Absolutely.
Right out of the gate.
And don't forget that DJ also fell in the end zone, which would have a clear touchdown. That's 2 touchdowns. That's like 14 points.
It's I'm beginning to think, and I think a lot of Steelers Nation probably agree, George Pickens is our number 1.
Well, so to that
Should
point,
be.
I agree. Like Darnell Washington, from what I understand, he's not ready to start catching balls in the NFL. From what I understand, his routes aren't crisp enough. They're training him up to be crisp enough. But from what I understand, like the NFL linebackers specifically will know what he's doing. In
Darnell?
Yeah.
See, Darnell
He's not ready
is
to be
12 feet tall, though. All you have to do is put the ball in the air. He's gonna get it over any of the linebackers.
That's what we all assume, right? But they're seeing something that we don't see. So I'm going to agree with them on not throwing to him. However, we threw to DJ 15 times last week.
That's a lot.
And we only threw to Pickens 5 times. Out of those 5
not
times, 1 was a touchdown.
Yeah, true.
So imagine if we throw to Pickens 15 times. We could be looking at another 2 touchdowns. That could be 21 points.
Is that a Canada thing?
I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm not
progression thing.
I'm not concerned with Washington. I want to see more Pickens.
Well, our tight ends are very important though. Freiermuth,
Yeah.
Washington. We gotta maybe bookend these guys. Something.
When Muth comes back.
He should be back soon, right?
Yeah. So maybe
Hayward's coming back. He's healthy now. So
I don't necessarily agree with this fan fact specifically, but I do think that we've seen enough of Deontay Johnson. Let's spread that ball around.
Spread it around, hit Pickens. Just throw him the ball.
Just throw him the ball.
Just throw him the ball.
Which now will bring us to Fan Fat 4. After 8 weeks, we aren't who we thought we were. I agree. I'm gonna start us off on this.
Okay.
I saw the preseason. I saw training camp. I thought we were going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
What I really thought was we were going to win one playoff game. It was exciting. It was explosive. It was a new Steelers. You know what this reminds me of, Nick? I'll tell you, Nick. When I was a kid, my great uncle got tickets to go see the Steelers at Three Rivers. I'm from Pittsburgh, as we mentioned before. I'm so excited going to see the Steelers. We go to Three Rivers. First off, at Three Rivers, if you don't know, there were seats where you couldn't see the field. The upper level covered your views. They put in these
obstructed
views. You couldn't see the field.
Right.
So that was my first oh man. And then you had to watch the game on they were black and white TVs.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And I
black
remember,
and white TVs.
Yeah, and it's the 80s.
Not black and gold.
No, I wish they were black and gold. But in the 80s, our team wasn't very good. And so I got there and I just watched the Steelers struggle. I remember the joy just kind of draining from my face, and we just kind of watched the clock. When can we go? And that's how I'm starting to feel watching this offense.
Wow.
Man, there's nothing explosive. There's nothing fun. Nothing exciting.
Okay.
And I'm, as much as I want to say I'm disappointed that we're not going to win a playoff game, I'm not disappointed. I'm just bored. Show me something on offense.
All right,
I'm getting bored.
I got to touch on this. A couple of things that popped in as you're talking. The 80s Steelers. No diss to you, Louis Lips. You're my favorite receiver. Always will be.
100.
Always will be. But yeah, the 80s were pretty rough.
They were grim.
Walter Abercrombie, love you. I'm not bored watching us.
Yeah.
Because it's such a short season that I'm excited, but this offense, we can't get a first down. No. We can't score a touchdown. It's sluggish. It's just to me, it's frustrating. I always will love watching the Steelers, but I want that 40-3 win. I want that. A good game to me is 88-0. Not 21-19.
See, now that bores me too.
No, I love that. Guy, all right, everybody write in, and what's your preference?
But so after 8 weeks, is this what you thought you'd do?
No, okay. Oh, so that's the question. I'm on a tangent. All right, so preseason, I would if I was a betting man, I'd put money we were winning the Super Bowl. Yeah. 1 playoff game, 2, 3 Super Bowl, yes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, week 1 happens, the Niners, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not who I thought we were
after 8 weeks. So
that's a great fan fact. Thanks for sending that in.
I guess we both agree with that.
Wow.
Let's see what Donnie Blahnox has to say.
What you got, Donnie?
About Thursday night's matchup against
the Titans.
Against the Titans.
Home game Thursday night, Titans.
Yeah.
San Diego Steelers. Thank you so much.
Thanks
Steelers Club for the swag. Appreciate you.
And next time, send us one for Donnie so he can wear it in his segment of Mark It Down.
Thanks, Damien and Nick. I'm Donnie Blahnox. You're watching Mark It Down, sponsored by Steelers Nation West and Fiore's Pizza. Stop writing Yelp reviews. We only got the one oven, and we got enough business already. Well, this week was a Halloween hangover for both me and the Steelers as we watched the Jaguars humiliate and disgrace our towel and our team. So, for the first prediction this week, I will promise you the Jacksonville Jaguars will never win another game. I don't mean this season, I mean as a franchise. Next year, the team will be so bad, the city will turn on them and send them off to where the real fans are over in London, where they'll be the London La-di-Daws. Mark it down. It looked like Kenny Pickett was throwing to Franco Harris last week. By that I mean the ghost of Franco Harris, because he was throwing it to areas where there wasn't any receivers while his wide open receivers stood there miserable. And Deontay wasn't helping by dropping balls left and right when he did throw it accurately. And George Pickett seems like every time he gets a 15-yard gain, he feels like he got a hall pass to go get a penalty so he can do it all over again. And the referees didn't help because every time the Steelers committed a penalty, they called it on us every single time. And every time the other team commits a penalty, they called it on us every single time. So this week, I'm taking total under 5 penalties for the game. Mark it down. The only thing that makes me feel any better is every time they cut to Matt Cannon in the booth, speaking of looking like a ghost, This guy's got to have a humiliation, submissive kink of some kind to keep being a coach week after week. He looks like the contestant on American Idol that just got voted off and still has to sing his way through the song without crying. Expect the Titans to come away with the W, 21-10. Mark it down.